Hi, I'm Margaret from Margaret's Crafts. I wanted to share with you my August knitting and crocheting that I've done over the past several weeks, or I don't know how long it's been since I had recorded before. To start off with, I want to welcome everyone back to my videos. I hope you're enjoying them, and if you do, please hit the subscribe button and hit that like button, and that'll let me know that you're enjoying the videos. The first thing I have are my finished items that I had been working on. As of the last week, the last week or so, I've been doing a lot of my charity knitting and getting some of my charity hats done on the Addie King size. So I did get a lot of my hats done. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more that I can add to my my stash to get ready for. I think I'm gonna take them and give them out in November, towards the end of November. The next thing I did was a gift that I'm giving away, and I did another hat, and I put one of the fur pom-poms on it. And I also made a matching scarf. It's nice and long. This is folded doubled so that you can put it on however you want it. So that matches the this is a set that I'm making to give as a Christmas gift. Okay, that's all the stuff I had done on the Addie. Now for my regular knitting, I did get a pair of these, excuse me, let me pull out. Okay, I did, let's start with the socks because that's at the top. These are socks that I had showed you before. I had the down to the heel ready, and then I did the, I got the rest of the way done. These are called my Twist of Fate. It's from a pattern out of a book, a stitch pattern. And I got both socks done. This one is too small on there, but you can see it good on this one. It's just almost like it's a rib sock, but it kind of like spirals around. And this is done on a US 2 or 2.75 millimeters. The pattern's North American Croy socks in blue brown marl. And then the heels I did in the Cascade Heritage in charcoal. But I also used, because my husband is having, this is where he wears out the bottom of his socks. And I ordered these in all different colors. And this is the Regia reinforcement for your socks. And he only wears his out on the bottom. So that's where I did the reinforcement on the bottom. The other socks I did for him, I did the whole heel. He never wears it out back here. He always wears it out right down here. So that's where the reinforcement is. You can see where it's the different color. This is just the gray, and this is almost a marled gray, because it's a little bit different. So this, you can't really tell a difference. It feels just a little bit thicker with the reinforcement in there. And that's how the sock spirals. and all the way down the foot. Okay, the next one I have are my Christmas socks, 2018, and I did mine's on a 1.5 US or a 2.5 millimeter. I used Cascade Yarn Heritage Print and Holidays, and then I used Premier Yarn Sock Serenity Solids in Burgundy, and it's just the vanilla sock so that the pattern can show through. And all of my socks I do top down with a Fish Lips Kiss heel. And that's how they come out. And then I used the Hermione's Everyday socks with a little, just a little tweaking on them to make the way that I like our toes to fit. It's just a couple extra rounds in different areas. And I do have them both done. And on these two, I was right at the heel, so I got the rest of that done. And then the next one, there it is. The next thing that I have finished is what I call the Anthracite Wings Shawl. And it's by it's the Faye Wing Shawl by Kelly McClure. And I used a US 8 or 5.0 millimeter. And I used the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in anthracite. And it isn't blocked yet, but it's all done. And I loved how I started here and worked my way down. And I like how the color change happened. So I'm going to wash this, and then I'm going to steam block it so that I could steam block the peaks to stand out right along the edge there. And I did change up the pattern where I kind of doubled it at the beginning, and then after I changed up my count of the rows that I'm doing. I did a 6, 5, 4, 3, then I did a 4, 5, 6, then I did a 5, 4, 3, and then I did the last 3 and finished it off of the repeat of the pattern. And last time that I showed it to you, I was right here, so I did get the rest of it all done, and it was a long rows, because it's a nice wide shawl, because I did it a little bit bigger, because I'm a little bit bigger girl, and this shawl that you can make and make it a little bit bigger, but I do want these points to, I'm going to steam block it to get these points to stand out. And then the way I'm going to wear it, I'm going to wrap it around and then have a shawl pin on this corner here. So it's all done. I just want to wash it, and then I'm going to, after it dries, I'm going to steam block it. And the last thing that I have finished was the I call it my Leaves fingerless mitts, and they are fingerless gloves leaves by Valentina Georgieva. And I used the US 6 or 4.0 millimeter and a US 8, which is a 5.0 millimeter. And I wanted it to match my scarf, my shawl. And I did the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre and Anthracite. And here they are right here. And you have the pattern on the front, and of course the inside is just the plain palm. And I love how these came out. See if you can see it good. And the color changes gradually down, but I picked out because I wanted them to be darker, since, you know, on the steering wheel and everything, I didn't want the light colors in with this one. And that is all my finished items that I have. And now for my works in progress. I'm doing the which I'm calling the anthracite lacy hat. Okay, and the hat is called Lacy Leaves Hat by Mary Wilder. And I don't have it printed in color, but that's how it looks. There you go. And this is how much I have done so far. And I'm making it out of the same thing. I'm using a US 6 or 4.0 millimeter and a US 8, which is a 5.0 millimeter. And I'm doing the Red Heart Super Saver ombre to match the mitts that I did. So I wanted a lacy pattern because they have lace like on the gloves. So this is how much I have done so far. Hopefully I'll get finished with this week. And the last thing that I worked on is my scrappy blanket. And I didn't do too much because it still is very warm here. So I did get some more work done. I was here the last time, right here. So I put in 16 more rounds in it. So this is doubled, and this is how long it's getting. I don't know if I got the bottom in. And this one I'm using a F hook, or I think it's 3.75, and I'm using all washable, which is acrylic or superwash wool, because I want to be able to, this is going to be just to throw on the back of the couch or the back of the chair, and I want it to be washable. So when I use, and I'm using from fingering to worsted, so the fingering is held double, and and it depends on how thin the DK or the DK or the sports weight is to determine if I'm going to hold it double or not. So that's all I did on that one. I haven't worked on the other one. We still got about another week. They said we got another heat wave and it's already starting today, before I start pulling out that other one, because it is really big and really thick because it's worsted held double. And those are all my whips. I haven't done too much buying, but I don't know if I showed you these before. These are the sock reinforcement that I'm using on my husband. So I have all the different colors, and I'll put that all like that. I just ordered them on Amazon. I haven't really bought any yarn. I don't think I bought any yarn. I've been buying some fabric because I want to make some more project bags. So for linings, I picked this up at Walmart. It was on clearance for $3. And it's 2 yards in each. And from Joann's, I picked up a couple fabrics with llama on it when they had a clearance going on. So I have that one, and I have this one. There you go. So I picked up a couple of those. Then I went to a new shop here in town. I didn't know that we had a shop where you can buy fiber and stuff from. And I went in there. Oh, she doesn't have her. But she packages it up really cute. And have the little tie on it. I don't know if I have her receipt in here. No. I picked up a spindle and some fiber. And this one, which is Cascade Spindle Company. And it's called Little Sigh and Pacific Madrone and Cherry Wood. And she even let me practice while I was there. So that's the little spindle I have. It has the notch in it, and it has some kind of a symbol for theirs. So it's really pretty, and it goes really good. She even gave me some sample fiber to practice with. I'll put a link down below to her shop. So I thought I had the receipt in here. And this is the fabric braid that I purchased from her. And it's called Swamp Thing. It's fabulous fibers, hand-dyed merino for hand spinning, wet felting, and other wool crafts. And this is the braid that I purchased. But I still have a little bit more of that fiber to practice on. And this is 4 ounces of hand-dyed in Vermont. Yeah, it's just merino wool. It's very soft. So I'm going to do a little bit more of my practicing. Sorry about the crunch. But she wraps everything up so nicely. And she puts it in a bag and ties the little string around it. So the bag is kind of crunched because it's been in my cupboard. Yeah, that's what I've been practicing on. So that's it. And that's all that I have. Oh, here's the card for the spindle. There you go. And this is the one I got. Little Sis Pacific and Madrone and Cherry. And that's all that I have to share with you today. Thank you very much for watching my videos, and please come back again. Bye.